That'll catch.
Okay.
Most of what I do.
Maybe.
Sit on that speaker too if you want to.
Do it.
Speaker. Yeah. Don't worry about standing anywhere, sitting anywhere. Stand
Wherever you want.
Looks really well.
Yeah, a lot
Beat
from
before.
yeah.
Old hair bummed me out.
Oh, I just got. Hello, my friends, and welcome to 2Smoov in the on the beautiful southeastern seashore coasts of Nebraska. Friends, have you ever heard the Bob Seger song "Shake Down"? Are we familiar with that song? It's the one that's like, break down, shake down, take down, everybody moving to the cosmic line. Shake down, break down, you busted. Do we know this song? Do we know this song? Do we know this song? Well, friends, once upon a time, I had a friend who told me that as a young child, when he heard the words, "You're busted," he always thought that the words were Nabrusky. So for a long time, I have lovingly thought of the state of Nebraska as Nabrusky. So I'm happy as Googolplexia to finally be performing in the beloved state of Nabrusky right now for all of you tonight. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Thanks. I'm very happy to be here. This first song is shake down, take down, break down, everybody moving to the cosmic light. Shake down, take down, Nabrusky. You know, doesn't that sound good? Yeah. This is a theme song for a TV show on the World Wide Web called "It's Time to Cook," and it's a cooking show. Yeah, and the host of the show is a guy named Michael. So when I sing about Michael and I sing Michael's name, don't like raise your hand and be like, "Well, who's Michael, you butthole?" Because I just told you, my friend, he's the host of the show, and you're the butthole, okay? Yeah, and the kid. Oh, this is how to do. Just give me a little second. It's good enough. Okay. In the kitchen every night, Michael plans to do it right. When you hear the dinner bell, a sound you've come to know so well, it isn't time to buy or sell, or the time to kiss and tell. It's time to cook. It isn't time to go to France. It isn't time to look askance. It isn't time to water the plants. It's time to cook. It isn't time for cans and cans, or community chest or chance. If you're playing Monopoly, it isn't time for uncles and aunts. It's time to cook. It isn't time to get a watch or the time to fix your car. It isn't half past a monkey's ass, or is it? No, it's not. Or the time to play your electrical guitar. fucking pants. It's time to go. Thanks, guys. This is a song. If you came by car, you might have noticed parked just out on 29th Avenue. Is it Avenue or Street?
Street.
29th Street. I have it's an old. Well, this is a song about the car. Okay, I just got new license plates for it. They have my name on them, so check them out as you're leaving if you didn't see them on your way in. Okay. Well, you know I get from place to place with that car in my garage. It ain't no 57 Chevy or brand new shiny red super stock Dodge. No 409, no little deuce coupe, no T-Bird, no Mitsubishi Mirage. It's the only thing that rhymes. Well, I drive an automatic and some people say that makes me lame. But with her sunroof, extra big trunk and cassette player, I love her the same. As any bonehead muscle car driver who calls his car by a woman's name. Well, it's a 91 blue green Volvo 240. It's a 91 blue green Volvo 240. It's a 91 blue green Volvo 240, and it drives me where I go. And I'm not worried about crashing, cause I know that car is built like a tank. Yes, for the craftsmanship thereof, I guess I have the Swedish people to thank. Now when those car reports come out at you, the Swedes are always top of the rank. And I just love her power locks, although the passenger side one doesn't work, it never has. And the antenna only goes down to half mast, but that's another small quirk. It actually has been fixed. That car is, okay, in this part, when I originally wrote the song a long time ago, I would sing, that car's 11 years old, it never, but if you do a little mental math, you'll realize that that car is 22 years old, it never shakes or jolts or rumbles or jerks. Well, it's a 91 blue green Volvo 240, it's a 91 blue green Volvo 240, it's a 91 blue green Volvo 240, and it drives me where I go. In fact, Volvo is not a Swedish word at all. In Latin, it means I roll. Cause really, what word would work better for a car that always reaches its goal? And if I didn't know better, I would say that car and I share a soul. It may not be the most aerodynamic thing, but I don't care about that. I mean, it's all 90-degree angles, of course it's not aerodynamic. But all the souped up shiny hot rods always get their windows smashed with a bat. And if you call me a square, I'll say, hey, look over there. You'll see the car where I sat. It's kinda shaped like a hat. And maybe then you'll realize that I drive the only car of my dreams. Well, it's a 91 blue green Volvo 240. It's a 91 blue green Volvo 240. It's a 91 blue green Volvo 240. Drives me where I go. Yes, it's a 91 blue green Volvo 240. It's a 91 blue green. I said a 91 blue green Volvo 240. It's a Volvo thing you wouldn't understand. Thanks, guys. Wait over here for a second. I'm gonna do a block of songs on the accordion. I'll do an accordion block here for you. Okay, this is a song about forbidden love that I hope none of you ever has to experience firsthand. That I hope I never have to experience firsthand either. All I wanna do is love you, try to make you mine, take you to the dance, but I can't. All I wanna do is kiss you, but kissing can be tough when your lips are sewn shut. And everybody knows that zombies are no fun. When you date a zombie, you're the only one to feel love, cause she's all I wanna do is date you. Dating could be fine if you didn't have a half-broken spine. All I wanna do is love you, but you can't love me back. And even though you're mostly dead, you're still pretty stacked. And everybody knows that zombies are no fun. When you date a zombie, you're the only one to feel love. 'cause she's dead. Dead. Thanks, guys. This is a song about my favorite of the world's many, perhaps too many, politicians. Mayor, big cheese. Oh, mayor, big cheese. Mayor, big cheese. Oh, mayor, big cheese. Mayor, big cheese. Got a burger for a head and that's alright with me. Oh, mayor, McCheese. Oh, mayor, McCheese. Burger for a head and that's alright with me. Oh, mayor, McCheese. McDonald land's been taken all over. I had no talent, Ronald and a bunch of nobodies. So tell the little children about the good mayor. Well, then they're gonna grow and they may not have a prayer of knowing who that burger-headed mayor is. They're only gonna know about that stupid clown in Hill. The little friends at that time, whoever they may be. But everybody knows the Richie for McDonald Land is mayor. 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 McCheese. Thanks, guys. Thank you. If you know a lot about musical technique and theory and time signatures and key signatures and stuff, you might recognize that this next song is in like a very rare, a key signature that is only seen very rarely in American music. It's the little used key of French. Il y avait une affiche qui montrait la tour Eiffel. Quand on la voit, on sait vraiment de quoi la tour s'agit-elle. C'est une affiche. J'accroche sur le mur. C'est une affiche. Une affiche de la tour. Tout le monde sait le monument qui a été construit d'acier. Dans l'année qui marquait le centième après Révolution française. C'est une affiche que j'accroche sur le mur. C'est une affiche de la tour. Et personne ne connaît cette affiche comme je la connais. Et quelques jours je vais visiter la tour qu'il m'a montrée. Quelques jours je vais voler au pays où je vais bien. Je te demande de m'arrêter. Oh, je dis non. Personne rien. Et il y avait une affiche qui montrait la tour de mes rêves. Quand je la vois, je me souviens pourquoi la tour à mes lèvres. C'est une affiche. J'accroche sur le mur. C'est une affiche de la tour. La tournée Thanks, guys. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Let's find out what's next. We're gonna do. Whoops. Don't use that. Just kidding. I could do without it probably, but it's nice. It's a good brush to have. Okay, believe it or not, guys, here's the second song of the night. It's a theme song for a television series on the World Wide Web. This one you can actually watch. It's Time to Cook isn't quite ready for human consumption yet, so to speak. But Comic Geeks is. It's called Comic Geeks. It's about geeks who love. Well, you'll see the song. It's all in the song. But you can watch the pilot episode at comic-geeks.com if you want to. And I did all the music for it, not just the theme song here that you're about to hear. No, that's not what I want. That's more like it. L'avant, 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 Comic Geeks, the geeks that read the comic books. Comic Geeks, the geeks that buy the comic books. Comic Geeks, the geeks that collect the comic books. Comic Geeks, the geeks that love the comic books. Comic Geeks, 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 La Bonzon, La Bonzon, La Bonzon, 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 Bonzon. Thanks, guys. The Comic Geeks theme song, it's all in there. And this next song is a song by one of my favorite American singer-songwriters of all time, Shannon. It's probably his second biggest hit after Runaway, if I had to guess. I'm not 100% sure about that. Once I had a pretty girl, her name it does not matter, but she went away with another guy, but now he can't even look at her. His name's Larry. That'll become important in a second when I say, hats off to Larry. Well, he broke your heart, just like you broke mine when you said we should part. You told me lies, now it's your turn to cry, cry, cry. But now that Larry says goodbye to you, I know it may sound strange, I want you back, I think you'll change, but there's just one thing I've got to say. Well, don't you know, hats off to Larry. Well, it may sound cruel, but you laughed at me when you said we were through. You told me lies, now it's your turn to go cry, cry, cry. Now that Larry says goodbye to you. Well, hats off to Larry, you know, it may sound so cruel, honey child, but you laughed at me when you said we were through. Told me all those lies, and now it is your turn to cry, cry, cry. And now that Larry says goodbye to you, and you, and you, to you, and you, and you, to you, and you, and you, to you, and you, and everyone. He says goodbye to everyone. There weren't quite enough people here to do what I usually do at the end of that song. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm glad you guys made it. Thank you for coming out on a Sunday night. I know it's a work night or a school night for lots of people, and I appreciate you showing up to support 2Smoov
Thank you.
and my touring, you know, touring habits, as it were. Okay, there's a little banjo. Like that, did you? Okay. You down a I work deep in the kitchen of a restaurant downtown, making sure the dishes get cleaned and the orders get sent out. Baby, it's as good a place as any for me to hide away the pain I feel inside. Ever since the day you left me, all I do is cry over you. My co-workers, my bosses, they don't know the way I feel. Cause when I get to crying, I pick up that shiny steel. Listen now, I grab myself an onion, to the back I go. Start to chop it up and let the tears upflow. When a waitress comes back and says, what's wrong? Boy, I'll sing this song. I'm chopping up onions and I'll chop them up all day. I'm chopping up onions till my teardrops go away. I know the word these days is that a man is allowed to cry. I take no consolation, but I can't explain just why, baby. I admit it feels good to turn the waterworks on. But if other folks see me, my pride is gone. If necessary, I'll stay in the kitchen till I'm through crying over you. I'm chopping up onions and I'll chop them up all day. I'm chopping up onions till my teardrops go away. I'm chopping up onions, someday it'll be okay. I'm chopping up onions, now my baby's gonna stay. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah, ooh yeah, I'm chopping up those onions. Cause when I'm chopping up onions, no one can tell that I'm crying, crying over you. Cause when you're chopping up onions, let me just explain a little more to you about how your eyes secrete this liquid. It's not quite tears, but people might think it is. So I'm chopping up onions. Thanks, guys. I have thank you very much. I have available upstairs on the table as you come into the front room there a variety of merchandise items. Very few of them, if any, at this point, are priced over $5. I have a CD, I have a DVD, I have a record, I have a 7-inch record, I have t-shirts, they're $5. I've got pillowcases and aprons and, you know, some other sundry stuff. I also have buttons, those are free. If you ask nicely, there's some candy up there, some festive fall mix. If you want to help yourself, of course, you're welcome to do that. But this song comes from the record that's upstairs. It's a split record with a band called Butt. And we each did a song about the other. Like I did a song about Butt, and Butt did a song about me, the Pancake Master. And my side of the record is called Butt Release. The song about Butt, and it's sort of has a triple meaning. It's a triple entendre because of course it's a record it's a released record by the band Butt, so that's a Butt release #1, and of course it's a song about Butt getting out of prison, being released from jail. So that's butt release number 2, and I'll let you use your imagination to think of another meaning for butt release. But this is the song on that record. It's about the band Butt. Cheap cigarettes, and it's the first time they've been outside. Locked up tight for 1,000 nights, and now they're free and fierce and mean and worn and tight, forlorn and looking for a drink. Well, versus Mario Seaweed, a tall drink of water, break your heart with the flip of his hair. In a hole in the frog pockets with a body like a rocket, tell you girl, gotta go on, that's there. But the mask will kick the door and I busted in, guns around, said everybody up with your hands on aim as blood. This is a stick up if you please. This is a stick up if you don't please. Now they're slashing tires, now they're starting fires, now Bud is unleashed on the land. Mario says Amy, this may sound cockamamie, but just listen now, I got us a plan. We'll go to Fort Knox, give them a piece of our mind and a boot to the face, and they won't know what hit them until they wake up and they find it's 100 years and we've already spent all of the gold. Shoes above the scene of the vein. Lobes over shoe, my shoe, my shoes over shoes over the other day. Lobes over shoes, shoes over shoes, but the plan went awry, you know, Fort Knox was waiting just to see what Butt would do when they arrived. And they cuffed him and scuffed him, stuffed him and toughed him, and hauled him off away half alive. They couldn't believe their plans have been ruined now. Instead of a Mexican beach, he's spending their time in the clink with nothing to show but the prisons of black and the broken old bones. A broken old bones. 3 years later, talking good behavior, and the warden says, get out of my hair. Wondering what to do with all the free time that they had, because they're back at the very first square. Signing a lease, shooting the geese, collecting the grease, all in one piece. They'll never cease to act like a priest and call the police. Totally decent, it's time for the Bud release. It's time for the Bud release. Bud release. Bud Thanks, guys. All right. Next, I'd like to do. I also have available upstairs. I mentioned a DVD. I have a DVD of a tragicomic miniature opera, a live performance of a tragicomic miniature opera, loosely suggested rather by The Old Man of the Sea by Ernest Hemingway, that my friend and I co-wrote and performed several times in Chicago and St. Louis, and that's $5 if you want. And this song comes from it. It's called The Tale of the Sabrecanthe, and so and the Sabrecanthe is an evil, a giant monster evil fish that lives in a faraway Canadian lake. So when I'm, in the course of the song, if I'm like blah blah blah, and I mention the Sabrecanthe, don't like raise your hand and say like, well, what's the Sabrecanthe, you butthole? Because I just told you it's an evil Canadian fish that lives in a faraway lake, and you're the butthole. No, you're not. We're not buttholes, guys. We're all friends here. It feels good, and let's just stop calling each other names, okay? This is the tale of the Sabrecanthe. Oh, listen to the tale of the Sabrecanthe, the demon fish of Silver Lake, with fins like knives taking countless lives. Its fiery eyes make fearless men quake. A looten button zito topa tito tay. A looten top button zito topa tay. boots on. Seek to make acquaintance of the Sabrecanthe. Accursed sure your day shall be, though pure your intent, lest your life be spent threefold. Now comes the prophecy of the Sabrecanthe. First, a gift hewn of gold you'll receive. Second, your clothing wet becomes, totally wet becomes. Third and final, transformation primal. The evil fish's curse its course has run. So heed the dire legend of the Sabrecanthe, the demon fish of Silver Lake, with fins like knives, taking countless lives. Its fiery eyes make fearless men quake. I said, with fins like knives, taking countless lives. So many lives you can never count them all. Its fiery eyes make fearless men quake. I'm quaking. I just think about it, guys. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Thank you. That one usually works better if there's like a cement floor, because there's lots of stomping that goes on. There's like nothing there. Okay, but it's all right. It's all right. That was the tale of the Sabrecanthe. Thank you. Yeah, I just got a couple more, and then I'll be done. But let's have a hand for Guts and Bones. He was awesome. That was pretty good. Stick around once I'm done, because coming up next is Mega Herbs, and you don't want to miss that. Lincoln's own Mega Herbs.
Homegrown.
Yeah, homegrown, as it were. Yeah, absolutely. Just coming through here. Oh, that's why. Let's do that, of course. Yes. Okay. Well, first I'm going to do a song that's a sing-along. And it's a song about stealing your roommate's beers when he's too drunk and passed out from drinking his own beers. To notice. Now, my old roommate is named Daniel, so I'm going to sing it about Daniel. But if you have a roommate against whom you like to enact this particular form of theft, then you should sing that roommate's name, past or present or future, instead of Daniel's. On the chorus, which goes like this. I'm gonna drink another one of Daniel's beers, 'cause he's asleep. I'm gonna drink another one of Daniel's beers, 'cause he's asleep. Just like that. That's the chorus. It's as easy as that. It's a calypso song. I was baking some brownies when Daniel came home, a case of beer in his hand. After looking him over, I determined that he was 3 sheets to the wind. Everyone, I'm gonna drink another one of Daniel's beers, 'cause he's asleep. I'm gonna drink another one of Daniel's beers, 'cause he's asleep. Oh, it sounds so good. So I sat Daniel down and we started to chat. He offered to me a can of beer. Before long it was clear Daniel was reaching his end, and he passed out on the... What is this like? Well, it's close enough. Divan, so I'm gonna drink another one of Daniel's beers, 'cause he's asleep. I'm gonna drink another one of Daniel's beers, 'cause he's asleep. Now I normally drink cocktails, but when the beer's free, I take the advice of my doctor. What's he say? He told me don't hold back if complimentary are the pilsners, the ales, and the lagers. So I'm gonna drink another one of Daniel's beers, 'cause he's asleep. I'm gonna drink another one of Daniel's beers, 'cause he's asleep. So I called my friends and I told them the news. My sleeping roommate had beer, plenty to go around, so they come to my house, 2Smoov. And this is the song that I hear. I'm gonna drink another one of Daniel's beers, 'cause he's asleep. I'm gonna drink another one of Daniel's beers, 'cause he's asleep. So when that Daniel woke up with a scowl on his face, and he said, why leave me out of the fun? He motioned to the fridge, somewhere up there, as he started to laugh. And said there's plenty more where that came from. So I'm gonna drink another one of Daniel's beers, cause he's asleep. I'm gonna drink another one of Daniel's beers, cause he's asleep. One more time, I'm gonna drink another one of Daniel's beers, cause he's asleep. I'm gonna drink another one of Daniel's beers, cause he's asleep. I'm gonna drink another one of Daniel's beers, cause he's asleep. Not anymore. I'm gonna drink another one of Daniel's beers. Now he is away. Thanks, guys. There's one more. There's one more. And then it'll be time for Mega Herbs. I'm excited to see what they've got to offer. This is has anyone here ever been to the state of Iowa by a show of hands? Yeah. Anyone ever been to Iowa? Oh, okay, most of you. A good.
Full of bottles.
Hey, don't say that. This is a song. This is a song by a band from Iowa called "The Miracles of God." When the undead come back, they're always looking good, so good, and there's always champagne and fireworks in my neighborhood. And I live in a mansion at the top of a hill in the Pagan town. And I always tell the truth. And I always tell the truth. It'll be and I always tell the truth. And I always tell the truth. You know me. Thanks, guys. I'm Googolplexia from St. Louis, Missouri. I've got lots of stuff for sale. And this little tip jar, if you just have a little bit you'd like to donate to my continuing quest to take over the nation. That's all. Thank you, everyone. Thanks. Thanks. Mega Herbs.
Mega Herbs, yes. Need some good pictures? Aww.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, that's, oh, that's